Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and play with some makeup that I purchased during the Sephora VIB sale. I'm going to try Marc Jacobs eyeshadows for the first time ever. I know it's been around for a while, but it's new to me, so we're going to go ahead and rock that out today, along with a couple of other things that I think are going to be cool. So if that sounds like fun to you, then stick around because I am about to get started. And if you feel like it, go ahead and subscribe. And if you don't, it's totally fine. I'm just glad to have you hanging out here with me today. So with that being said, let's rock this video. I picked this up and I got it out of the package, and you know, I already talked to you guys about it. It's a pretty basic eyeshadow palette. I don't want to blind anybody, but it's basic. She's fancy, she's bougie, she's simple. She's like going to brunch with the girls and, you know, having a cocktail and getting all done up and to go home and relax and watch TV because, you know, you're well off and you don't have to worry about it. Or, you know, you can take it on a different spin and she could be the CEO walking into the office. She's the big boss, this, that, or the other, and you're wearing this. That's what this says to me. You're well off and you're well put together and you don't color outside the lines. You're, you know, very straightforward to the point. You've got it going on and you don't need the extras. I got no shoes on. It feels great. I'm in my stretchy pants and I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this eyeshadow palette. And like I said, it is a very basic eyeshadow palette. I don't think that there's anything wrong with basic palettes. I like a basic look and we're gonna create a look today. It's gonna be fun. So moving on from that, let's go ahead and check out this little RMS Beauty deal. I mean, I haven't even opened this till now. And I've been wanting to. I just wanted to make sure I did it on camera with you guys. So let's just open this really quick so I can have a look at it. I have this feeling that it's going to be tinted Vaseline. I know, I just have a feeling that's what it's going to be. And let's see, let's turn it this way so you guys can see. Yeah, texture-wise, what kind of pigmentation do we have here? Because it's supposed to be an illuminator, and this is supposed to be a bronzer, but it's like, that's kind of pretty. How does that work though? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I would probably think that you would want to put this on before you set with powder if you use powder. If you guys know, you've hung out with me for any amount of time, I don't use a lot of powder on my face because, well, I'm grown and it makes me look dry and just completely devoid of all moisture. It's not good for me. I don't do matte looks because my skin doesn't hold up well with a matte look. It's like if I want to see wrinkles that I've never seen before, I'll use a lot of powder and, oh, surprise, great. And I'll never leave my house again. So I don't like to do that. I'm probably not going to worry about the powder part today, so this might work well for me. But I would assume, I don't know, we're going to find out. I'm getting a little ahead of myself and just kind of like rambling a bit because, well, I don't know. I just feel like rambling. It's just one of those days. That's pretty much where I'm at. It's just like random thoughts and, you know, just thought I would take time out of your day and share them with you. So I hope that you're excited for that because, boy, I sure am. So like I was saying, we're going to play with some new stuff, and it's not all VIB sale because I was at Target and I found this Juno & Co sponge, and I'm going to play with this today too, which is why I'm going to switch up my foundation from the Eavesdrops that I've been using lately from Fenty, which I love, and I'm going to go back to my tried and true, which is the Bite Beauty Change Maker, so that I can try this out today because, dude, when this sponge first came out, I was so excited. I think I'm going to have to cut it open. When I was out at Target and I saw that they had the Juno & Co sponges, I was surprised. I thought it was like an online only kind of deal, but keep in mind, I wasn't researching it so deeply. I mean, I would have just bought it online if I wanted it that badly, but you know me, I'm not the big online shopper unless I have to. I'm able to get this and not have to shop solely online. It's kind of nice for me, which is why I picked it up. I'm like, hey, you know, why not? I'm going to give it a try. I've wanted to try it for a while, and since it was there, you know, I just freaking grabbed it. But we're going to do that today, and yeah, I just want to pop this open and see. Oh, and purple, of course, being my favorite color, and it's very fuzzy. And it feels squishy, not super squishy, but not super dense either. It's kind of like a nice medium. Ooh, we get the nice little flat bottom there. Flat bottom. It's kind of like me. I've got to do some more butt exercises, but that's all right. I've always had a flat bottom. That's kind of cool. I like this. It's kind of like the Laura Lee one. Let's see. I have that in here somewhere, don't I? Yeah. Okay, remember, this is the Laura Lee sponge. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's used. I thought she was going to do the Laura Lee video trying the stuff for the first time with us. I tried, and it was bad. I don't know what happened with the filming and the whatnot. I have a monitor, and you'd think I would see if there were any issue. There were issues with the video, and I couldn't. So I'm going to have to revisit it with you guys later on. Not today, though. But if you're wondering why I've already got makeup on that, that's why. I just thought I'd explain that. I'm going to refilm later, not today. Today I'm much more into trying this stuff, and you know, I'll come back to you with my thoughts on the Laura Lee thing, but the sponge, we are going to have so much fun with this today. I feel good feelings about it. I don't know. It's fuzzy. It's cute. It's tiny. I don't know what it's going to look like when I get it wet, but we're going to find out. So this is kind of exciting. I'm totally down for that. Another thing I want to use today is this cool brush from Sephora. That's another thing I got in the VIB sale. This kind of reminds me of the Patrick Ta brush. I don't know, something similar about it. I'm sure it's not exact, but it's got that vibe. It's got that look. So I feel like this is going to be fun for contour, which means I don't know if I'm going to use that gel bronzer today. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wet the sponge and put my hair up, and we're going to see how it behaves with my foundation, because I am really curious, and I'm hoping that I like it. But you know what? We're about to find out. So this expanded a lot more than I thought it would. This has been doused with water, and now, yeah, it's squishy, and yeah, wow, it's grown quite a bit since we last saw it. So I'm excited to go ahead and try this out. I'm going to dot this on my face, and then we're going to see how this sponge performs. I know it's already been done, but we're trying it today. It's all right. It's okay that it's already been done. So let's grab the little flat end and tap this in the skin and see what happens. Oh, that's actually really nice. So with these, it's supposed to give like the full coverage, because it's got this little furry cover. I don't know how else to say it. It's a furry little sponge, and it's supposed to not absorb as much of your product so that you get the most coverage out of your foundation, if I remember correctly. I think that's right. And it seems to be doing just that, because this is a medium coverage foundation, and you can see it's giving me like the full, you know, the full meal deal, which is great. And it feels nice. I can see why people enjoy this and why it had the popularity that it had. You know, Nikki Tutorials was using it a lot. She plugged it quite a bit on her channel, and she liked it. And I can see why, because it's actually pretty freaking cool. I think it's doing a great job. I don't know. As sponges go, I mean, I have the one here from Real Techniques, which is pretty much the same consistency. It's not as furry as this one. Furry, fuzz. I don't know how else to explain it. That's pretty much how it is. But yeah, the one from Real Techniques, not as fuzzy as this, but it is fuzzy. And it does give, you know, that extra amount of coverage, but not as much as this one's doing for some reason. I don't know. Seems like this one is doing just a little bit more than my Real Techniques one. They're both equally good, but I don't know. This one's giving me more of the feels. I don't know why. Maybe it's psychosomatic. Maybe I should have used that other one on the other side. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use it for the concealer. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Let's just finish this and move on. It's nice. I'm liking it. It looks pretty. I'm looking at the monitor. I'm looking in my mirror. I'm like, do I like it? Is it good? Am I liking it? Yeah, I am. It's actually pretty cool. What I did do in another video, I used this to apply my foundation, and this was pretty rockin' too. I'll probably try it again in another one. This is from the Sephora collection, and this really did a great job. You know, just applying my foundation. I thought it was fantastic. This one I used the ease drops for. And again, it gave that nice full coverage, really nice blended look. It's wonderful. I'm liking the sponge. for this foundation today. I think it's great too. So we're gonna go ahead and move on from that. And oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna use this for a bronzer, you guys. I don't know if I can do it. I guess the dry down from the swatch, it's still sticky. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little of this Charlotte Tilbury on because I want to. I'm gonna use the brush just for this then. See how that works. If I don't like it, I'll bounce it out. So I really like using a liberal amount of this in my under eyes. What it does is it gives an extra glow and brightness to my under eye area so it doesn't look as dark and exhausted as it normally does. And yeah, at first I thought, you know, I think I had tried it actually before under my foundation and I didn't like it. I thought it looked kind of strange and it was a little too much. And then I tried it again and I found I actually really did enjoy it. Now, mind you, I've only done this with the Ease drops. So far, I haven't done it with the Changemaker foundation, but I feel like they are kind of similar in coverage, so I don't imagine that it's going to be terrible. I think it's going to be fine. And the last time I did the Charlotte Tilbury was with a different foundation, and I can't remember which one it was. I don't know, I recently did a declutter of foundations. There was another one that I tried it with that I didn't like how it turned out. I can't recall why, but there was something I didn't like about it, so I never did it again. But when I started doing this recently, I really have been enjoying it. And there isn't even that much coverage to this. It's just more of a very light illuminating formula, but I love it. I love it mixed with my foundation now. It's like things change and, you know, we start liking things that we didn't like before. So I'm growing, which is great for me. I'm so happy for that. All right, so now I want to go ahead and try this brush. I'm just going to go ahead and hop into my Chantecaille, and we're going to try this Patrick Ta shaped Sephora bronzing brush. Why did I say that? You guys already know what I'm doing, but you know, we're going to try that. Yeah, it's nice. It's very dense, and I like the angle of it. I feel like it's going to get, you see how it just like lays perfectly on the skin where you can just kind of buff it in from there, and it gives you a nice bit of pigment. So that's pretty cool. Probably used like a little too much. I don't normally want to put that much on. It pulls so red on my skin, so I try not to use too much when I'm applying it, but that's all right. Today I'll blend it out. But this gives a nice angle. It really does for blending it into the skin, and it feels lovely. It's got a floppiness as well, so it's not super stiff. And that's something that I like in a brush. Huh, I'm so glowy. But you'll see once I get like my concealer and all that stuff on, I won't look so shiny. And what is shiny left behind is like, it's a good shiny, if that makes any sense. So it might look a little crazy right now, but as I get going and I finish the look, you'll see it'll chill out. I mean, maybe it won't. It should. I've already used this before, so it should be all right. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's move on. I'm probably going to do the highlight last. I'm not gonna do it right this second. I want to move on to our basic I'm So Awesome and Classy eyeshadow palette because I just want to try this formula. You guys know that the eyeliner didn't work for me. I've said it in a lot of videos. It's just, I have it. I've yet to declutter it. I might even use it today, just, you know, on the top of my, but not in the waterline because it really does turn my eyes red, which is incredibly unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Hoping that this doesn't aggravate my eyes. I don't imagine that it would. And when I did that haul, I talked to you guys in the comments, and a lot of you have Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palettes and you really enjoy the formula, which honestly was a relief to me because I thought, oh, I hope that I like it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because there's so many choices. There's so much. It's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm gonna hop into this and start as a transition shade, and we're gonna go from there. I'm not gonna prime my lids. I'm just gonna leave whatever little makeup I have on there and let it be what it's gonna be. Basic, neutral look. So let's give it a try. Yeah. This is a subdued shade. I actually need a larger brush than this. What am I thinking? Let me grab this one and pick up that. It's a very kind of beigey, light beige. it's beige. I don't know what else I'm trying to say but that, but yeah, it's beige. It's got pigment, which is nice. It's just a neutral, kind of chill deal. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. It's pretty.
So far.
Let's try this taupey color here, just cool tone brown, and deepen up this look a little bit. There's definite pigment, so it's not like you got to keep dipping in to get color. I feel like I got a little too much, to be honest, so I kind of want to swirl my brush a little bit, tap some of that off, and then go back in and blend. Otherwise, it's just going to be this light brown, which actually is a lot darker. How trippy. Well, maybe not, but I feel like it's a little deceiving because in the pan it seems a little lighter. This one right here, I'm covering with my fingers. Hi, can you see it? In the pan it seems, I screwed that up. It seems a little lighter than it shows up on the lid. I almost dropped it. I didn't expect it to be this dark, so I'm gonna just take a second and I'm gonna blend this sucker out so that I can have a nice transitional moment here without it just being all that dark shade. You know what I'm saying? It is a little powdery. You guys can see that in the pan. It does fluff up a little bit, but it's got a lot of pigment, so that isn't surprising. See, this time I'm going in just a little bit at a time. I learned my lesson with the left eye here, and I just kind of want to make sure that I just go a little at a time so I can build this up at my leisure, as opposed to putting a whole lot of pigment down and then having to blend it out so that it doesn't look like I got punched in the eye, or, you know, I'm not trying to relive my goth days, which lasted all about maybe, what, a year? No, actually, I did my makeup kind of goth-esque for a long time because I thought it looked cool. And then I look back on photos of myself from back in the day and it's like, oh God, what was I thinking? I'm sure that we all do that because, you know, we all go through phases and stuff like that. Wonder, how did you do your makeup when you were in your, like, if you're my age, when you were in your 20s or teens or 30s, and what phases did you guys go through? Because mine was definitely like the goth girl with the dark eyes, and I would do a nude lip. I'd do like concealer with lip gloss on top was basically my lipstick back then, and it was a look. It was a statement. Not a great one from, you know, my perspective today, but back then, oh, I thought I was, you know, I was rocking it. I was making it happen. Things have changed. Things have definitely changed. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and hop into this shade right here. And again, I'm just going to take a little on the brush and I'm going to deepen this outer portion here. And I'm not going to take it all the way up. I just want to go into the crease and yeah, just like that. That's actually really nice. That's good. I can work with that. This is actually really pretty. And you know what's funny? I'm not getting right now, knock on wood, whatever, major fallout. It's okay. But I feel like even if I did, we're still all right because I haven't done my concealer yet. So I kind of covered my butt on that one to make sure that if there was any issue, I could go ahead and fix it. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and, I can't help but be intrigued by this gold shade. I know, shocking. I would go for that. But it's all pretty basic, so, you know, I mean, what's my other option here? It's like, ooh, the pink shiny one that I would also use on a regular basis, so let's go for that. So I'm going to do the gold, and let's pick that up with my finger. And honestly, the formula, you guys, it's very soft. It's really nice. It's pretty, it's a lot more pigmented than I thought it would be. I'm going to tap that on my lid and see what happens. Take it up a little higher, because it's going to travel up there anyway. Plus I want it to show. Yeah, it's pretty. I like it. It's got a lot more pow to it than I thought it would, to be honest. I went to clean my brushes the other day, but I didn't clean all of them, which was kind of like not smart on my part. So now I don't know which ones are good to use and which ones aren't. So I'm just kind of swirling everything in the eyeshadow remover deal. What the hell is that thing called? The switch. Oh, brain. I really like that though. That's really pretty. Okay, well, thank God, because you know, I was so disappointed by the frickin' eyeliner that, you know, is really frickin' pricey. It's so expensive. And for it to not work was just like, it was beyond frustrating for me. So this eyeshadow palette's actually really nice. I'm wondering, do I want to take the gold all the way in, or do I want to try and tap some of this white kind of loomy on the inner? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to try this on the inner. Let me just swatch it right here really quick so I can see. I mean, yeah. Oh, I did it over that other dang swatch. Dang it. Hang on. I want to see what it looks like. Let's try it like right here. It's got a bit of a sheen to it. Yeah, I think it would be pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little pencil brush and I'm going to swirl it. I'm going to just tap that on the inner of my eye. Let's see what happens. It's not as... Now I'm rethinking my thoughts because I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, I'm looking at it in the mirror, and it is more of a flat white than I anticipated. So I'm just going to go back in with the gold and I'm going to tap that over this little white here and just kind of bring a little pop of a shimmer to it. You'll still see the white, but it's going to have a bit more of a sheen. See what I'm saying? So it won't be that stark white shade, as a, you know, just add a little bit of glow to it. And that actually works a lot better for me, to be quite honest. That's much more doable. When I first put it on, I was like, wait a minute, I look like like a raccoon, and that's not the look I'm going for. I went from brunch with the girls to cartoon character that I don't want to be. So yeah, no. Although Guardian of the Galaxy, it's not a cartoon, but the raccoon in that is, what the hell is the name of that raccoon? I can't even remember, but I did like that movie. Both of them. I still don't want to look like a raccoon though. That's just not the look I'm going for today. Yeah, this is actually where I'm going to stop for right now. Oh, you know what I want to do? Let's try something really quick before I stop. And I'm not going to do like the full wing or anything, but I do want to take this very dramatic black and it's got some glitter to it. And I'm going to kind of put that on the outer portion and make it almost like a, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like a liner effect. Do I want to use this? No, I think I'm going to use a thinner brush, like this kind of brush. And I'm going to tap into this black shadow, and I'm just going to kind of do something like this, where it almost looks like I'm doing a wing, but not exactly. And I'm going to blend it a little bit too, so you guys will see. Kind of like, well, it's kind of like a wing now, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to blend it a little, so it's not going to, I don't think it's going to have that too much of a line. I mean, you'll still see something, but it won't be a super sharp line, basically. I can kind of feel like it's getting into my eye, because there is fallout for this shadow, but if my eye turns red, I'm going to tell you, you'll know, because I'll be very sad. So let's hope it doesn't. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a little more with the eye look and then pop on some lashes and the whatnot. And then we're going to come back and we're going to play with this highlighter on the face and see how that performs. So I will be right back. So I'm back and I look weird. That's okay because I put my concealer on and I wanted to use the sponge on camera with you guys so we could see how it works with the concealer. So that's what I'm doing now. But lashes are on and I had a little bit of the liner. Can't really see the sparkle anymore from that shadow, but it's pretty, and I don't know that I really wanted the sparkle to be in there. So let's go ahead and sponge it up and do the concealer moment and see how that works. It's not bad. It's definitely doing the job and it's leaving lots of coverage. This is a pretty full coverage concealer anyhow, so sometimes if I go a little overboard, like maybe I'm doing right now, I don't mind if it soaks up a little of the product because then I won't look like I've got that big triangle under my eye, you know what I'm talking about? Because that just doesn't look cute on me. Yeah, see, like, I feel like, I don't know if I would want to use this for my concealer because I don't need to go too ham with it. I mean, I know I'm kind of purposefully doing it right now because I want to see how it performs, but if it were just a little more of a point, then I might like it a bit more for my concealer, but that's all right. It doesn't, certainly doesn't ruin the sponge for me. I still like it. Get my little brush. Where did that go? This right here, this thing, this little floppy buddy. And I'm just gonna kind of whisk it underneath. That's better. And brushes too don't take up a lot of product, but I feel like it moved it around a little bit better than the sponge for whatever reason. Maybe it's just my brain. You guys let me know if you can see if it looks better to you right now after I use this, or if it looked fine, you know, before. Tell me, and I would love to hear that from you. Either way. All right, so we've got our RMS Beauty, and I haven't watched any reviews on this, so I don't really know anything about it. If it's a liked product, if it's, you know, ho-hum or whatever. It's gonna get dirty easily because I've already got makeup all over the top of this thing. It's white. But let's see, which one do we want to do today? Certainly not this. Maybe, hey, how about this? Why don't I take this right here? Since we're having fun with it, let's take this right here and put it on my brow bone and see if something awesome happens from there. Like, it's so translucent though. It's like, if anything, it would just add like a sheen, right? I mean, what is that gonna do? It feels like lip gloss. It has the consistency of a gloss, so, oh boy. Okay, let's do it. I'm just gonna tap it right there. Wow. And I'm gonna tap that in and highlight my brow bone with that. Now when I swatch this on the back of my hand, it dries tacky. It doesn't dry down to any kind of powdery finish or anything like that. And it's not a formula that would do that. But, you know, you never know. Life's full of surprises. It's gonna remain a little on the sticky side, basically. But it packs a lot more pigment than I thought it would, which is good. Maybe I will try the little bronzer and just tap it just a little bit to see what happens. But yeah, you know, we'll take the risk and see what happens. I can always just zhuzh it off and do everything all over again. Worst case scenario, but you know, and my neighbors are outside doing their thing. So I'm gonna use this as my highlight today, and let's just pop it on and see how it looks. Now we've already swatched this, but now I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my face here. And I feel fairly confident. Yeah, that's really pretty. I don't think that it's, now straight on, does it look like it's casting any kind of I need a bigger mirror. No, I don't see like a chalky shadow. That's a good, thank God. But yeah, it's pretty. It doesn't look terrible. It's got a nice glow to it. You know, when you do, I've done makeup, I'm a certified makeup artist. I don't do it all the time. I don't make a living from that. Normally when you do makeup on a male model, it doesn't require, well, it depends on what you're doing, but a lot of times for a highlight, I would use something like a Vaseline if I want to do like a little glow to the skin, because most male models, they don't want or need a lot of makeup on their face. It depends, again, like I said, on the situation, but it's something that you definitely can use as a highlight, as something of a Vaseline consistency without pigment, like literally Vaseline, to just go ahead and give a nice glow to the natural skin. You should try it. It's actually kind of cool. I've done it before. So anyway, it kind of made me think of that. I'm like, wow, it's kind of like the Vaseline that, you know, you would put on a male model or even like a female model. If you're doing like a no makeup look and you want to have that highlight, you want to add a little more glow to the skin, you would put some Vaseline on, or a balm or something like that. It has a little bit of shine to it, a little bit of a reflect, and give a nice natural highlight to the face. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see if this, ooh, this has more of a, no, it's glossy, but I thought it had like a grainy kind of texture for a second for the bronzer. Rub it on the back of my hand. Yeah, I don't know. How would that work? All right, let's just try it and see what happens. I have a little brush here I'm gonna use to blend it. I'm gonna tap it on the side of my face and see how we go here.
Oh. Oh crap, okay.
Hold on. Wow, okay. That's surprising. It doesn't seem to be moving my foundation around too much. Wow, dude. Woo. It has a lot more pigment than I would expect it to. Kind of looks like, okay, I definitely don't like it. Listen, it looks like I took like lipstick or something, like a brown lippy, and which you could do. I mean, you absolutely could if you wanted to use it as a bronzer if you have a lipstick that you like, but that's what it looks like. And then I put it on there and I blended it on my skin to create, well, you know, this. And it's not my favorite. I feel like I really kind of, let's just tap over it really quick with our sponge to save the day. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. It didn't really disturb the foundation, thank God, but I don't think that I would use this. It looks like, I'm telling you, I could take this, look, like that, like a lippy. And it's not bad as a lipstick. It's actually very pretty. My lips are kind of crusty right now. I need like chapstick or something. I need a little help in the lippy department. My lips are looking a little dry. But I almost feel like as far as a bronzer goes, that's a definite no for me. Way better as a bronzy lippy than I would have it for a bronzer on my face. You know, I think it might actually look cool too as like, you know, for a wet eye kind of look. You can put it as a single shadow on your eyelid. I think that might be pretty. But I don't see myself using it as a bronzer. But what I'm going to do really quick here is I'm going to finish up my lips. I don't think I want to wear this right now as a lip either because I do feel a little on the crusty side. So I'm going to moisturize my lips a little bit more and make that happen. And then we're going to come back with, you know, final thoughts and all that stuff and hang out a little bit more because, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I got to get this band out of my head though. It's driving me nuts. And yeah, let's fix the hair and let's fix the lip and let's reconvene. I had to try it though. I mean, you guys, I had to give it a shot because I was so curious to see how that would work out. So I don't regret it, but I don't love it. Let's go ahead and do a rundown on the products that we tried today. Even though they're not new, they're new to me. So let's go ahead and chat about it. This eyeshadow palette was actually very surprising. So far my eyes aren't red or irritated, so thank God for that. This is working better for me, I believe, than the liner did, and you know, I'm glad for that. Something that's weird that's going on I want to ask you guys before we, you know, whatever, move on to something else, because, you know, it's a nice, smoky, glamorous look. Much more so than I thought it was going to be. Very pigmented. Lovely. Question. Have you noticed? Let's segue into this really quick. Marc Jacobs is going on sale like crazy. I was just at Sephora the other day. I didn't buy anything, just kind of window shopping. And I noticed that the entire line was on sale. Strange, you know, and of course it was like ransacked. People were grabbing stuff and it was, you know, very slim pickings. So I didn't buy anything. I didn't really feel the need to, but I've seen it on sale a lot. And I wonder, if you know of anything, let me know in the comments. Is there something going on with the line? Is it like done and I don't know about it yet? I'm just curious. I would love to know. If you know anything, please tell me. I'm curious to know. Let me say it again. I'm just an inquiring mind. I've got to find out. But yeah, a lot of this stuff's on sale. Just has been for a while too. Weird. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there. Just let you guys know that that's something that I saw. And now I just want to say about this palette, I like it. I'm glad that I got it. It is pigmented. It's a powdery formula, but you know, it's got a nice pigment to it. I didn't experience a ton of fallout. I did get a little, but nothing crazy. And I'm glad that I got it. I'm certain I'll use it. It's very pretty. Kind of surprisingly, much more so than I thought it was going to be. So that is pleasant. That's a good thing. I enjoyed that. The brushes from Sephora, you guys know, I really like their brushes. This is very Patrick Ta-esque, you know, shape-wise. I like it, and it does a really good job getting in there and, you know, putting on the bronzer. So glad I had that. This from RMS, let me just be clear. I don't hate it, but I'm not so in love with it. I don't see myself gravitating toward this on a regular basis and wanting to use it. I can't even get it open. I mean, it's not terrible, but it is like a tinted gloss, basically. So, you know, I'm glad that I got to try it. I've been curious about it for a long time. It looks nice. It does add, you know, little sheen and stuff. You know, you see it. You got a highlight and it's happening. It's pigmented. but I don't know that it's like for me when it comes to highlight, and certainly not for a bronzer. I feel like it was not good in many ways, just a very ungood experience for that. But you know, I gave it a shot. I wanted to try it, and I'm glad that I did. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And what else did I use today that was new? Oh, this little sponge. I love this. This is great. Not from the Sephora haul. Who cares? I love it. It's super cool. It took me a while to try it. I'm so glad that I did. I'm going to use this on a pretty regular basis. I feel it's going to, you know, go into my land of sponges. And yes, I do have quite a few. I do like them. I like sponges. There are many, and I'm glad that I have them, and that's now part of my sponge family. I also used the lip liner, the Sephora line lip liner, and it's very pretty. I enjoy it. That's nice. I didn't really add that in there. I did do a liner in my waterline, but that's ColourPop. All stuff that I've had prior to this little shopping spree that I had for the VIB sale. But I feel like all in all, everything turned out pretty nice. So you guys, this is the finished look, and I feel very fancy and fabulous. And I'm glad I got it on sale. I'm glad that I got to spend this time with you. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I really do love you guys. I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy and happy. And as always, I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.